The wild horse is a symbol of freedom, roaming for generations across the open plains, but you don't find them just anywhere anymore. Adrian Oglesby has more on the changing landscape of the state's national park.
Theodore Roosevelt National Park is one of the few national parks where visitors can observe free-roaming horses. But a number of those horses, or maybe all of them, could be at risk of being removed. For our ongoing series related to the park's horses, I met with Dr. Gus Cothran to learn what really is at stake for the horses' survival. The plan at Theodore Roosevelt National Park has been said to either reduce the current herd of 185 to between 35 and 60 horses or eliminate them all. According to Dr. Cothran, that will not work in the long run.
Based upon population genetics, conservation genetics theory, that number is going to be, the minimum number is going to be about 150 to 200 adult animals. And the number is based upon trying to reduce the rate of loss of genetic diversity in the population to less than 1% per generation.
Understood, Doctor, but what is the risk factor here if the herd is reduced drastically?
Well, a herd that size is going to experience a higher rate of loss of variability if they are maintained at that size over several generations and there is no input of animals from outside the population.
Dr. Cothran says separating horses from their families and social structures have always been risky. When horses are stressed, they tend to lose weight, become aggressive, and may even fall into a state of depression.
Certainly, it's going to probably impact their feeling of well-being. It might affect their feeding ability, probably increased aggression among individuals and a population.
The park site claims with their new methods for herd management that low-stress capture techniques are considered. Is low-stress management going to be looked at in this case? As I make my way to Theodore Roosevelt National Park, some questions that need to be answered are that, and will horses be maintained at such a low number? How will family groups be broken up? And truthfully, what are the reasons and obligations of the park to rid the horses in the first place? Seeking these answers and more, this is an ongoing story. Reporting for KX News, I'm Adrian Oglesby.
Dr. Cothran says adding about 2 animals from elsewhere to the smaller population could possibly restore genetic variation. To follow this story and to read more about the topic, just go to kxnet.com.